The Chicago Stadium was erected in 1929 at 1800 West Madison Street in a poor neighborhood in Chicago's West Side. It lived a long and fruitful life, adding a lot of flavor to Chicago, until in 1995, the 65-year-old building was demolished and the site became a parking lot for the new state-of-the-art arena, the United Center. Chicago sports promoter Patty Harmon was the first to speak of the idea of bringing a hockey team to Chicago. Though he did not end up doing so, he was the one to build the arena in which the Chicago Blackhawks, Chicago's first and only hockey team, would play in. At the time of its construction, it was the largest indoor arena in the world. For years, Chicago had been playing second fiddle to New York in this matter of sports arenas. Madison Square Garden was the greatest stadium in the country. The rivalry between Chicago and New York as the two leading American metropolises had always been an intense one. New York was America's top city, while Chicago was still struggling to appear to the rest of America as a modern and sophisticated urban center. But one thing changed in 1929. The Chicago Stadium made Chicago step in front of the Big Apple. Built in typical Deco style, the structural design of the stadium was one that condoned loud noise with particularly deafening acoustics. Its vast, uninterrupted setup had been described as barn-like, which meant that people's cheers could bounce off the walls and ceilings. The building included a fabled organ, which had 6 keyboards and 3,663 pipes that rumbled the arena. From both the organ and the tens of thousands of fans that can congregate in it, the stadium was known to be the loudest place in the city and was called the House On Madison. In addition to being home of the Blackhawks, the stadium hosted multiple expos, political conventions, rodeos, boxing matches, concerts, bike races, wrestling shows, and much more. A set of decorative panels on the outside walls of the building advertised the versatility of this multi-purpose arena by referencing to a variety of competitions reminiscent of those hosted during the ancient Olympic Games. 2 of the preserved reliefs are now found outside the St. Ignatius College Preparatory School gymnasium, only 2 miles away from the stadium's old location. Before the Chicago Stadium, Chicago had 2 different sites that hosted sporting events. Both buildings were named Coliseums, a clear reference to the world's largest and most famous amphitheater, and to its central role in providing the people of ancient Rome with different types of spectacles, from animal hunts to sea battles and gladiatorial games. Like its predecessors, the Chicago Stadium did much more than simply host events of all kinds. It provided the people of Chicago with a place where they could gather and forget the struggles of their lives. As they walked through the doors of the stadium, everyone felt the same, because everyone was there to watch the game and support their city. There were no VIP seats, skydeck tickets, or separated sections. The layout was open. Whether one sat at the top or the bottom, everyone would have a very similar experience. The Chicago Stadium was not built for the rich. It was built for the city. For this reason, the stadium's demolition came as a hard blow to the people of Chicago. Though the new stadium was meant to be an upgrade, there was no guarantee that the new arena would replace the old stadium as the theater of Chicago's sports and life. The Chicago Stadium was not known for its prestige or luxurious style, but for the power of its roar. Through its name, function, and decorations, the Chicago Stadium showed hints of both Greek and Roman influence. Just as the Roman Colosseum was the center of its city, so too did the roar of the Chicago Stadium unify the people of Chicago. Just as the Greeks worshipped victors of their athletic events, so too did Chicagoans praise legends that competed at the Chicago Stadium.